Well, the Canadian dollar is at its lowest point in about 4 years, impacting everything from the food you buy to your travel plans. The dollar closed today at 71.35 cents US. CTV's Jack Richardson has more on how this is impacting small businesses and residents in our region.
Alfonso Curcio says his grocery store is no stranger to the consequences of importing from the United States.
We're feeling it now because all the local stuff's all done, and we switched over to almost entirely U.S.
Every winter, Farmers Picks starts importing their produce from California, but that means their prices increase.
You walked in a couple of weeks ago, lettuce was $1.99, now it's like $3.99. Same thing with the broccoli, the celery, all the way down the line. You almost just see double compared to what it was a month ago when we're pulling from local farmers.
If Curcio wants to maintain his store's margins, he'd have to raise his prices dramatically, but he'd risk losing customers to larger chains. The fall of the Canadian dollar also means it will be even more expensive for Canadians to travel to the States. But according to this travel agency in Brockville, they've noticed a trend with some of their clients over the past few years.
Since COVID, we've seen our numbers drop for the U.S.
The agency says instead of taking trips to Florida or Myrtle Beach, their clients are heading overseas.
We are seeing our retirees that have traditionally gone to Florida, now they're looking to go to Europe.
With the current exchange rate, getting 1,000 American dollars would cost over 1,400 Canadian. That's something Pierre and Dawn Nadeau are well aware of. They usually travel to the U.S. once a year, but didn't in 2024 due to the exchange rate.
We quite often will go to the Finger Lakes for a couple of weeks. Yeah. Hotels are ridiculous now. And I don't like just giving my money away.
Experts suggest rate cuts from the Bank of Canada are to blame.
When the Bank of Canada started cutting interest rates, it was months before the U.S. started cutting their interest rates. But because the Bank of Canada moved before and well before the Fed, then this has put downward pressure on our dollar.
Jack Richardson, CTV News, Brockville.